Hey family, welcome to the West series. Today I wandered into two villages and I made a huge discovery. Well, mini discoveries. Just keep watching if you want to know how the day went. Today we are visiting villages that are very close to Bafoussam. First on our list is Bandjoun. We want to visit the Chefferie and then just see what we can get. The car from Bafoussam charged us 400 francs to get to Bandjoun, and then I took a bike 300 francs to go to the palace. The tour guide took us around the museum and then we entered the people's hall. So by now you should know that they don't film in these museums. You have to experience them on your own. Are you guys having a nice time?
Very cool.
This Kali?
Yes, yes.
Kali?
Very nice.
Kali, Jesus.
Just come and try.
Well, you think that we have done something, but at this point, we're just buying time and thinking of our next
Hi
location.
guys, how are you doing? Hope that you're well. So we are in the community of Bandjoun. We just visited the Chefferie principal. Oh, and it's about to rain. How are we going to do? We're on our way to Baham. Okay, we had a nice time at the museum and then just looking around the palace. It was a great time. We have pictures. Pictures are going to be on my Instagram at bihtakwe. You should check them out. And behind the camera, we have Ebenezer. Thank you so much for the amazing job you're doing capturing this moment for me. That's Kali, my cousin. He's also doing an amazing job helping me around with the West tour. Okay, so I don't know if we're going to see like more places in Bandjoun, but just keep on watching this video and we're going to what are we going to do? I don't know. Just keep watching and see what's next. Okay, so see you all as the video continues. Can't really tell you where I am right now, but we left Bandjoun Palace like a 20 minutes walk and we're just going this way. It's towards Baham. So the intention is to go to the Baham village and get some artists from the Baham village. The stretch of road, like it's difficult to see cars coming this way. I let my little brothers go ahead and then I'll just walk to like get like a bike or a car. Ebenezer, where are we? But are we on track?
Well, we're lost, but not too lost because
No.
we know where the small market is. We can go back and go.
Not too lost. We're not gonna lost for some people that village. Like I'm just guessing that this should be the road that is going to take us to where we need to go. Guesswork. We'll stand here and see.
It's not easy getting bikes in this area, so I sent my little brothers ahead again. As in, they leave a woman behind. I don't know who is training them like that. I finally got a bike when it was raining. And that's just what has been happening to me during this West tour. Moving under the rain. Hey, Jesus.
I'm like, no, don't stop. Don't know what I'm like now. You understand?
Which one?
When you go inside, you go. And you are going to go.
I'm looking for somebody who does traditional dresses.
End up.
Any person that does ndop.
Stand up. No, that traditional they call him dub now.
At this point, we're having a very tough day. And I also want to understand that when a stranger comes to your community, you don't just want to send the stranger into your neighbor's house like that. That's why that brother refused, that he did not know a fabric that everybody is working on in the village of Baham. Oh my god, that's the main economic activity in the village of Baham, because the people don't farm like that. It's foreigners that are farming in their land. Also because the soil there is not very fertile. We're told that for you to harvest, you need to put like a lot of manure in your farm. Now let me gist you people a little bit. So while I was in this village, I was already frustrated at this point because it had rained like thrice and we were under the shade for a long time. So I finally got to a space where I met people who were doing the ndop fabric. So I asked if I could have an interview with them, and they said they could not have that interview with me, so they sent me to their boss. When I met the boss, he was so rude. Oh my god, super rude. And what he told me was that to have that interview, if I don't have 500,000 francs to give him, I should get out. Like that, like get out of here, as in sort de chez moi. So I came back to that space where I was eating corn, and I was just like, Holy Spirit, help me. I cannot walk through these villages and not get like the content I wanted to get for today. After making that prayer, I turned to the lady who was roasting corn. I was like, sister, don't you know somebody who weaves this fabric? She was like, do I mean that juju fabric? I'm like, yes. And then she was like, my mother does it. I was like, huh? And then she laughed. She was just like, well, she never ever knew. She didn't know that it was important enough that somebody could be looking for people who do it. Now, wow. So I asked her if she could ask her mother if her mother was willing to have an interview with us, or maybe just show us how it's done. When she went home, the mother accepted, and then here we are. Hi guys, so we met with a family that does the ndop, which is also known as the Bamileke Fabric. And did you know that this is how it starts? It starts from a white fabric that is marked, and you then have to sew on it. After sewing, you get to tint it, you get to put it in paint, in the blue paint that you see. I'm going to show you like the final product of the Bamileke material, but for now, this is what it looks like. I have never known, like this is the first time I am discovering that it is from, did you know it is from a white fabric? Can you even imagine? Like this is huge discovery for me. It really blesses me. So I'm going to show you like the process, the work that is done behind the scenes. What you guys see is the final product. You will not even imagine the work that is put into this fabric to get what you wear. Okay, and if you get to understand the process, you would know that the costs. Have you ever tried to buy the dog fabric? You would understand that that money is even small, and then you pay these people much money. Okay, so let's just go through the process. It's a cream white sponge like fabric. It's not made here in Cameroon. It's gotten from out of the country, sometimes Nigeria. When it is brought to Cameroon, it is marked like a designer sits and draws all the circles and squares you see on it, and then it is sent to villagers who then sew the drawings or markings with raffia vines, and then it is taken back to another factory where it is dipped into paint and then sent back to the weavers so that they could remove the raffia twines from the fabric, and then sent to tailors who thereafter sew the dress, and then we have what we see in the market as the ndop dresses or the Bamileke dresses. The mother who showed us how she sews the fabric was super kind. Sent one of her daughters to take us to a place. They call the place, I don't know what a lamba is. A lamba is, I think I'm going to check that. But it's a mashy, this mashy place where the people of Baham work. They do vegetables, they do spices. It's a mashy place. There's a river that passes it. So the raffia is taken from a fresh palm branch. It is later on dried and used to sew the ndop fabric.
The grass is keeping you.
That's your. Can you say it? The best what?
Best friend.
Fun.
My whole life.
The day started, it wasn't funny at all. Well, when it started, we were very optimistic. We knew that we're going to have a nice time. But during the day, we had so many challenges. But God just made a way for us. You know, every step we went, there was help. Ebenezer, our help came. Not my little brother. Like the Holy Spirit. He helped us throughout this journey. And at the end of the day, I loved filming every part of this video. Let me know, did you enjoy watching the video? So that I'm not just talking about myself, but I love experiencing this trip, and yes, I had a great time. So thank you all so much for watching this video. So stay tuned for more videos on the west of
Baham. And we came to, mommy calls this place Landba. I don't know the meaning of Landba.
Swampy area.
A swampy area. Okay, so it's a swampy area around this area where they cultivate spices, leeks, parsley, all those things. So our focus today is not the spices, but it's a huge farm here. Our focus is raffia palm. This is the raffia they use to weave the fabric we saw earlier. Okay, so before they come to the raffia palm, they come to this palm plant, they harvest like the fresh leaves, and you saw how she demonstrated. You peel off and then you use the flappy end to, you get to dry it for a while and then you use it to sew. Okay, so they go this far. It has so much work I could not even imagine, but this has just changed my perspective. The next time somebody tells me the price of the fabric, will I even have the money? But at least I will not argue a lot. All right, so I think this is the end of our Baham tour. We don't suffer today. You're going to see that in the video. We have suffered a lot, but glory be to God. We finally achieved the reason we came to Baham. We are going back to Bafoussam. It's been an amazing tour. Thank you all so much for assisting to get this story together. See you in the next video. Bye bye. I forget I get shot put. My target was here.
Sorry for you.
But wow.
In your mind's eyes.